Hello and welcome back to this week's episode of Mixed Company. Today I have the lovely man, Mr. Rampage Jackson.
I like you said Mr. in
Yeah,
front of my name. I
Mr.
feel important.
Yeah, you are
Oh,
important.
thank you.
Yeah, and I'm trying really hard not to refer to you as one of my gal pals because you're not. You're an alpha.
That's right.
You're an important man.
I don't think a lot of women are
Sir.
used to alphas.
Yeah, I would say definitely now it's not very popular for a man to be an alpha in today's society. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but I'm Vietnamese, and in my household, it was always ran by women. So, like, men are still very masculine and very manly, but the women always had the last word. So I'm not used to being like not told no. I'm used to running shit.
So when you get married,
Yeah.
are you going to be the type of wife that makes your husband carry the purse, boss him around, yell at him?
I think it really depends on the man. I've noticed that depending on what guy I'm dating, they get different versions of me because some men are a little more masculine than others. When a guy is truly masculine and not masculine in an aggressive way, but he's a man and he is chivalrous and he does all the things that a man does. Like, he's opening my doors for me, he's helping me with my bags, he is making sure I like cross the street safely, just little things like that. I feel like I'm in good hands. It's State Farm. I'm in good hands. He has my back. I don't have to worry about anything. I get so docile. I'm so feminine and so soft, and I just listen to him because I feel like he knows best.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
That's what it should be.
And I'm gonna tell you, don't ever let your man hold your purse, walk around your purse at the mall.
What if I need to like tie my shoe? And
That's
I'm just like, baby, will you hold this?
That's
for me,
fine
please?
because you don't want to put your purse on the ground.
Yeah. That's
That's
bad luck.
Yeah, that's fine. But I was at Queen Mary the other day, and this guy was walking around carrying his woman's purse, and normally I just say something to somebody, laugh and joke around, but I had been drinking, so I looked down and said, "Nice purse, dude." Just to let him know.
Really? Why is that a big deal? Some men will not do that. I don't think it's a big deal either way if you do or don't. Why is it a big deal?
It's very disrespectful to your man because other men look at him and we don't respect him.
Because he's holding your bag?
Yes.
What if it's a heavy bag? What if your shit is also in my bag?
No, it's like a little purse.
Okay.
It's like a little purse, a heavy bag. No, don't bring no damn big ass heavy bag if you can't carry. I'm telling you, if you love your man and you respect your man, never let him walk around with your purse. Remember I told you that. Because men, if we love you, like we'll do it. Like me, I won't do it for my girl. I don't care. If I know, I won't. Hell no, I won't do it. I won't do it. But men, if they love you, they would do it. They would carry your purse and stuff like that. But the other dudes around them, we would never respect him. We're gonna talk shit about him to his face, or it depends on the guy. You know what I'm saying?
And why is that? Is it just because he looks feminine now carrying a purse, or is it because?
No, it's not that part.
What is it?
It's like, let me see if I can break this down to word. It's like
Is it like you're wearing a leash because it's
Yeah,
like
it's
hers
like-
you're like pussy whipped?
It's a sign that your woman wears the pants in a relationship.
Oh, it's like a dominance.
It's
thing.
a dominance, like his wife wear the pants, and I'm the type of guy. It irks me if I got a friend. I'm like, hey bro, let's go to the bar. Let's go hang out. Let's go to a Vietnamese coffee shop.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Like, let me ask my girl. Let me ask my wife.
I don't like that either. I don't like when people have to ask permission to do things in a relationship. I think that's really annoying.
Yeah, so that's the same thing. It's like we look at the dude like, man, he's carrying his girl's purse. Like, man, no, he gets no respect.
Yeah. I am somebody where I like wearing the pants in a relationship to a certain extent, but I don't want anyone else to know that. Like, in public, I want it to seem like he is the man. He makes the decisions. What he says goes. Like, I want him to look so masculine in the public while I just get to do whatever. A fun thing I used to do with my ex-boyfriend, because I was making money from OnlyFans at this point. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I can start looking around and maybe I can, like, look into real estate, do something with my money for as long as I can make money like this. It's a good investment. And so we'd go to these open houses. And because he was an older guy, we'd walk around and people would always talk to him like, oh, this is a rich guy and his like young girlfriend. And I loved that. I loved pretending like I was this just like stupid hot girl, young girl he's dating, and he's talking to them about real estate stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I like this bedroom, it's pretty. And I love that. I love when people thought that he was the man, and he's just like, he's answering questions, he's taking care of shit, like the small talk that I don't want to do, and people are leaving me alone to actually go look at these houses. I love that. I want people to think that he is the masculine one, the dominant one, the one who makes the decisions.
That's
so
good.
if he says no, it's no. Because I used to use him as a scapegoat all the time. Like, oh, actually, like I talked to my boyfriend. He says not a good idea, so I'm not gonna do it. Or like, I can't. My boyfriend. I blame shit on him all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
And like as a man, he's like, yeah, just blame it on me. It's fine.
That's good, but in your relationship and at home, especially if you guys like living together and stuff like that, you shouldn't try to wear the pants even in the relationship.
Some people don't let you have that option as a woman. Some, like, there are some men who truly just want princess treatment. I'm not saying all men, but there are men who just want you to take care of everything and be a second mom. I understand wanting a woman to be nurturing and like look after you and take care of you in feminine ways, like cooking, cleaning. I understand that.
How you feel about those men that don't that want those that princess treatment, you call it? How do you feel about that man though?
I don't. If you want princess treatment, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, like, I just feel like that's so feminine. That's so feminine. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but that's not for me.
Thank you.
I just look at it like, you know what? Everyone lives their life a little differently. It did not in my household, but for you, fine. By all means. There's a woman out there who absolutely will do that for you. But go bother her. Leave me alone, because I want a man. I want a man who's going to like pick up the bill and open the door and make sure that I am safe wherever I go, and like drive me to and from places to make sure I get to my location properly. And I want to be this docile, soft woman who's just like lets her man guide her.
For your happiness, go and get that type of man and date that type of man. Don't.
Where are they?
They out there, but don't get them and call them a girl.
I don't call them girl.
I don't know. I'm just going by what I see here. So don't call them a girl. Don't make them wear your purse. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to wear the pants at home. Get you a man, and in the beginning, you let them know that you looking for a masculine man. You're not looking for no what do you call it, princess treatment dude, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Because I know the world has changed and stuff like that. And men, you know, we have to be the one who approach the women and stuff a lot of times. So men adapt to, like, because a lot of men know it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. That's why men send dick pics.
What?
You didn't know that?
Wait, so men send dick pics because it's a numbers game?
It's a numbers game.
In what way? Like,
all right.
Are we talking inches? Is that what?
No.
Okay.
No.
Explain.
So girls don't know why men send dick pics. I think some girls know.
I think for what? Because I know a lot of girls who aren't that fond of dick pics. But why do you guys send it?
Most girls aren't.
Okay.
I've never sent one before in my life. Not even a girl I've been dating, but one of my close friends I play video games with, he broke it down. He told me this, then I looked into it with other friends and stuff. And I asked. He told me if he send 10 girls a dick pic, 2 a bite.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, that makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most girls don't like it, right? But then you have those girls that do like it. It's a number game. If you go to the mall, and you know guys do this, we go to, let's see who can get the most numbers today. Yeah. It's you know, who can get the most phone numbers.
Yeah. It's not about the 20 no's. It's about the 3 yeses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a number game, and men adapt. So if guys are using certain pickup lines that work, those are pickup lines they're going to use. They're not going to use the ones that, you know, don't work. And then if girls like now are don't like what toxic masculinity, they're going to adapt.
Yeah.
So those are what winning. So guys that do this, because the ultimate goal for us is to get sex.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the ultimate goal, right? It's number one goal, to get sex. And then if the sex is good and the company is good, then that's when we want to have more with the girl. That's when, you know, the relationships grow and stuff like that. That's why most guys, you know, try to have sex on the first night. Because say you like this girl and everything is good, but then she trash in bed. Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna marry that?
But will a man marry a girl who hooks up with them right away, or will you take a woman serious after that, or no?
No.
Because that's always the thing that girls are taught is like you don't give it up on the first date because he won't take you serious.
Right.
So you make him wait on purpose, and this delayed gratification makes him feel like he has to work for it a little more. And
Right.
by the time he gets it, he's invested too much
Right.
to like turn back, and so
Right.
that's why you shouldn't give it up on the first night.
Right.
Is what girls are always told.
Right. You shouldn't give it up too soon, because every girl that I've had sex with right away, except for one, I didn't respect. One I did respect because I was in another country. It took me 6 months to even get her to go on a date with me, because I used to go to that country all the time. And on the first date, it was such a good date. She ended up pressing me for sex, because the whole time she thought that I was going to try to have sex with her. That's why she didn't want to go on a date with me. But I was
You
leaving.
were a curveball.
Yeah, but I was leaving the country the next day, and I wasn't coming back for 2 months. So I gave that one a pass. But any other girl, it's not that you not really gonna respect her. If the sex is really good, you're gonna keep coming back, and you're gonna, we're more sex driven and stuff like that, and you can get attached to her. But then in the back of your mind, you won't trust her.
Oh. Okay.
So it's not only like a respect thing. It could be that, but at the same time, you're gonna, your ego will be like, oh, she really liked me and stuff like that. But then you're gonna think like, how many other guys she's giving it to that easy and stuff like that. That would be in the back of our head. But that don't stop us from trying, like, because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, you take the girl out and then you try right away. The worst case scenario, you get sex. And that's the worst case. If you don't get it, like, oh, okay, she's a good girl, and then you get to know her and stuff like that, and then you put the time in, you get to know her, like, oh yeah, then now you on to something beautiful if she's compatible and you like her personality. So my advice to like my sister, my female friends, no, don't give it up right away. You know what I'm saying? Put some time in there, but don't think he ain't fucking nobody though. Why you making him wait though?
Yeah.
But don't judge him for that.
Yeah, I think younger girls are starting to understand that a little more, and they're getting to a point where I hear this from a lot of my younger girlfriends, where if they hook up with a guy right away, they know he's kind of a whore too, so they don't take him serious.
That's not always true, though.
I mean,
I'm telling you, it's not always true.
A fuckboy's a fuckboy. A fuckboy's a fuckboy is a fuckboy, and he's gonna fuck.
Yeah.
And like no like shame on him for doing that. He wanted to hook up, so he got to hook up, and so did she. But now like she's not taking him seriously either. I think older women for a long time were hung up on it in a way where it's like, damn, I gave it up already, and now I almost feel like this shame in giving it up so fast. So I want him to commit to me to make me feel better about giving it up so quickly. And now a lot of younger girls don't care. They're like, if I gave it up, I just know this is a hookup. That's it. I'm not gonna look to him as a future boyfriend or anything. This is strictly, I want to have sex.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this from what I know, women now have a larger body count than men. I was talking to one of my friends just yesterday, and he's like 27, and he's only been with 3 women. And normally, I believe him, because normally men lie the other way. Women lie about their body count opposite than us. Men lie about they had more. Women lie about they had less. So this guy's telling the truth, and I couldn't believe it. He said he's been in long relationships. And he seems like he's a good looking guy. I met his girlfriend. His girlfriend's hot as fuck. So I'm thinking that he's a good looking guy. And he said he's only been with 3 girls. And I believe him. And a lot of guys now women body counts are more than men. But it takes 2 to tango. Yeah, men, I think that if men, we go with the flow most of the time. So but it isn't our thing to try to smash right away. Just it's sometimes like a test, but we do want to smash. But we go with the flow. So
to women though, when men have a low body count, that's a good thing, because we notice that men with higher body counts is like you smashed a girl and she didn't like it enough to go back. So you keep adding bodies to it. That's how girls see it. It's
Wow,
I wouldn't
yes.
say it's necessarily true, but like the more the guy has been around, girls just assume he's bad in bed. Whereas a
Wow.
guy who is in a long-term relationship is always seen as the best hookup because he's been having sex like normally for a period of time with his girlfriend, so he knows how to have sex really well and he knows how to do like boyfriend stuff. So the lower the man's body count is now, women think like, oh, he's good in bed because all the girls that he hooks up with, you as a guy can only have so many like girls on your roster at a given time. Like physically you're not having, you cannot have like a crazy amount of sex unless you're a nymphomaniac within a certain amount of time. Like some people just like having their like core few options, you know? Like if she's busy, I'll go to this girl, this girl, this girl. If he has a small body count, that means those girls are always willing to come back. And it's probably because the sex is good. So now girls see guys with lower body counts as, oh, he's good in bed.
You know what? I assume that women like a man that's more experience. And I'm gonna tell you from a man's point of view.
Experience with not necessarily more women, but with more sex.
Right. Okay, I understand that. But I feel like the pressure, more of the pressure is on a man, because we have to.
You have to prove more.
We have to prove.
Yeah.
We got to know what we're doing, be the right size, and last a certain amount of time. I think a woman, all she had to do is
Pillow princess.
well,
Like-
smell good.
Oh yeah.
Don't be blown open, and don't just lay there for us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you got if the woman got like a good head game, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? Because I smashed women that didn't know what they was doing, and I was like, oh. But you know, some girls feel better down there than others. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not the same. Some girls feel, and I've learned that if I really like the girl, the sex feel better. The more I like it, the more I know about it. But I learned that as I got older. But I don't understand women train of thought. You think just because a man got a high body count, he don't know what he's doing. That the woman don't come back. It's I don't feel like it's always that. I feel like some guys like that with a high body count, they're the type of guys that like to add an extra notch on their belt. You know, they're the ones that they want the variety. They just want to add another notch to that belt. That's the way I always felt about the guys that have, because I got some friends that got a huge body count, and it never crossed my mind I bet he's not good in bed, because I don't care, but I just.
It's more so, I think, because women don't like to add another body unless they have to. So if a woman is continuously going back, obviously she's having a good time. Because if sex is trash, she'll just go find another body. So these girls are coming back to you for sex. So your number is staying low because you're good in bed. Because she doesn't want to add another body
You
to
think
her
most
number.
women care about body count?
Not really. I think in this day and age, the younger women definitely don't. I think as long as you're being safe, it's kind of whatever now. People are really relaxed about sex now, the younger generation.
Yeah, because me and my daughter got into like a little argument because she was telling me that she broke up with her boyfriend, and they got back together. And it's like a little, I don't know, you know how young people are. She's 17, and she got mad at me because I gave her she said she's still a virgin. If she's gonna be honest with me about it or not, I just want to believe, because I try to have a good relationship with my daughter where she don't have to lie to me about it. Because I'm a cool dad. No, I don't want my daughter having sex until she get married, but
you understand.
I understand. This is the world. This is the world we live in. So I want
You're
her,
realistic about it.
I'm realistic about it, and I want her to know that she can tell me anything. And when she told me she broke up with her boyfriend, the speech I gave her was about staying pure and choosing the right guy to go all the way with, because at your age, you're going to go through breakups. You're going to go through a lot of breakups. And she got mad at me and said, like, but you didn't ask me how I was doing, how I was feeling. I was like, that's your mom. Your mom should ask you that. I'm a man. Like, I'm a man. I'm going to tell you about, I'm gonna have like I wasn't like having a speech to her or lecture. I was just telling her like, from the man point of view, like, and was real. Like, I'm not surprised you broke up with your boyfriend. You're a kid. You break up. Yeah, y'all break up all the time. Just make sure the guy's really special before you go all the way. I'm not saying that you went all the way and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We got in a big fight about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think if it was fresh out of a breakup, her number one concern is that her feelings are really hurt, not necessarily that she's trying to like find another guy, like who's the next one to replace him.
I never said that.
Yeah, fair. I think that's like when you're a kid, you feel everything so deeply, and that's the first thing on her mind is just like trying to process the breakup and like not having this person in your life anymore, and not necessarily like, oh god, now my dad's talking to me about like staying pure. Like I know, but like just ask me if I'm doing okay. Like take me out for some fucking ice cream or something.
Yeah, but
sometimes you need your dad.
Yeah.
To talk about that stuff, even if it's uncomfortable for you.
Right, and she said, Dad, we've already had this talk before. I'm like, I'm your dad. I'm gonna always talk to you about this, and I always tell you to keep your
good advice though.
Yeah,
very
your
good
body,
advice.
yeah, your body count low. I was like, but I'm your dad. I said, I'm not your mom, and it was a disconnect because I couldn't understand why she think that I was supposed to like react the same way her mom did. I'm like, listen, I'm not your mom. I'm your dad.
Sometimes men are so solution based where you want to fix things. Be like, okay, this is the bad thing that happened. This is how we're going to fix it moving forward so it doesn't happen again. And sometimes women just want to vent. Like we don't want a solution. We're just, hey, my feelings are hurt and I need to talk to somebody about it. And that's it. I don't need you to solve this problem because I know what the solution is, you know? I think that's where she probably was
I
at.
agree with you 100% on that. I've learned that in my older age, and I think that's where the term mansplains coming from around there, because
you guys are very solution based, and if I need a solution for something, I usually go to my guy friends and then I'll vent to my girlfriends because the girlfriends can listen, and then the guys are usually like the ones with the good advice of like, here's what you do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Because don't come to us with your problems if you don't want
but
us.
You're her dad. You need to be there for that stuff. Sometimes it's very comforting having your dad there and telling you like, hey, everything's gonna be okay. Are you good? What do you need?
Well, I learned that because she's my first daughter.
Yeah, so it's still there's a learning curve with that.
So I learned that. So next time I'm still going to be a dad, but next time I'm going to, I'm going to, be more sensitive.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I try my best.
You give very good advice to your daughter. Sometimes I think when you're younger, at least for me, when I was younger and I got advice from my mom or my dad didn't really give me any advice. He was just kind of there. But when I got advice from older people, I was always like, this is different. You guys don't understand. Then you get older, you're like, they had a fucking point. Yeah. They were right. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this week's Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole? My husband is unsympathetic that my best friend of 34 years died suddenly. I got angry and told him off. He fake apologized, but I refused to let it go. So her friend died, and her husband does not care.
Was it a guy friend or a female friend?
Very, very interesting you say that. Mm-hmm. So this woman is 51, female, and her best friend's name is Ron, male, 59 years old. Mm-hmm. Ron passed away suddenly 3 days ago. We have been best friends since I was 18, almost 34 years. We live in different states now, but had the kind of friendship where long distance didn't matter. Ron was always there for me. We could talk on the phone about anything for hours. He would have jumped on a plane and been there for me in a moment. My husband, Dan, male, 61, and I have been together for 24 years, but he always hated Ron. Over the years, Dan would make fun of Ron, get jealous and mad when we talked, even kicked Ron out of our house at 2 a.m. once when he visited. When I found out Ron died, I was quietly devastated. No hysterics. I didn't really want to talk about it. Ron and I had planned to be best friends forever. He was the only person I could truly trust 100% in this world. My husband is literally jealous, even though Ron is no longer alive. Dan said, well, you wouldn't care if my mom died, so why should I care about a guy you were friends with? Which isn't even true about his mom. Dan has no close friends he has kept up with for this long. Dan acts as though I should be over this in 3 days and yelled at me for being sad. He fought with me and acts extra mean. Also, we just got destroyed by Hurricane Milton. My brand new car is totaled, saltwater flooded, the roof of my house is messed up, and both insurance companies are trying to avoid paying. It's such a bad couple of weeks. I told Dan he was jealous because Ron and I were so close. I never had anything romantic with Ron, ever. We were strictly platonic friends. I also told Dan he was a poor excuse of a husband and was unempathetic, narcissistic, and possibly a psychopath. I'm so angry and disappointed in Dan, and he fake apologized. But after 24 years, I know he doesn't mean it. He now is just ignoring it and trying to act like nothing happened. I refuse to let this go. I really expected more sympathy from my husband. Am I wrong to be heartbroken over my friend's sudden death? Am I the asshole for being angry at my husband?
I don't think she is the asshole for. I don't think she's the asshole for what she say. Is she the asshole
for being sad about her friend passing?
Yeah, no, I don't think she's the asshole. But I want to know, can we trust that she got nothing romantic with her friends? She didn't at least give him some sloppy toppy or something. You know, what the fuck are you doing at 2 a.m. for the husband to kick out? That's disrespectful.
I think this is one of those situations where she was probably always friends with him. She was a platonic friend, but he was probably always in love with her. Like, she never included that he had a family, that like she was friends with his wife or his husband.
Right. We don't know all these
They were
details.
friends for all these years, and the husband has always been a little jealous that they were close. I think this is a situation where the best friend was probably in love with her for most of their lives, and she was adamant about keeping him in her life, even though her husband is clearly uncomfortable with it. And so he's always harbored this resentment towards this friend and his wife. So when he passed away, it's like, okay, well, that problem's gone. But like he's not going to pretend to be sad about it because he's clearly hated the guy for being in love with his wife all this time.
And here's a curveball. He probably killed him.
Did we just solve a murder?
We just solved the murder. No, but it's some details out there that we don't know. How does this guy look? Is he a fat, overweight guy, unattractive guy? Like, because that's some details that I would need to know.
Okay. If you were in this situation,
right,
and your wife's best friend of 34 years is hot, objectively good-looking guy, well-kept, seems like there's some tension there romantically from his end, not your wife's end, but like your wife is adamant about keeping him around, would you be upset?
She wouldn't be my wife.
I think that's fair. I think that's where I'm a little like, why would you willingly continue to be in a relationship with someone who clearly is saying, this is my best friend. Nothing about this is going to change. Take it or leave it. And if you really couldn't deal with it and makes you this upset that when he died, you can't even console your wife for the loss of her friend, why would you have married her and continued in that relationship? Right. The world is so big. There's so many people. You couldn't find another person to be with.
Right. So I'm a firm believer, and we said this before, that guys and girls can be friends, but only if the guy is not sexually attracted to the girl. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think sometimes the woman can, but it's very rare that the woman friend zone a guy and she kind of wants him. You know what I'm saying? So if the guy is into the woman, I think I couldn't date a girl who has a guy friend who is kind of attractive or whatever, and he's kind of into her. I couldn't do it.
Okay. Now, if he was ugly, same thing, ugly. You just know this guy is not your wife's
threat.
type, not a threat. But still, like, he's in love with your wife, low key. Doesn't really try to hide it. And your wife's like, "What? It's my best friend."
Yeah, I would pity the fool. I'm like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just feel bad for him. You're like,
I feel bad for him. He
poor guy.
That poor guy. He pitiful. And I would, me the type of person I am, and if I really trust my wife, I would dedicate a lot of my time to trying to hook him up. But you know, this guy is in their house at 2:00 in the morning, and like the wife got to know boundaries. You gotta respect the man, because she wouldn't like it
if it was the other way around.
The other way around.
That's how I always like to think of things. If the shoe was on the other foot, would I also be upset?
Right.
Because sometimes I remember I was talking to one of my guy friends about a fight I had gotten into with my boyfriend at the time. and I don't even remember what the fight was about, but I was pointing a lot of things out that I was upset with him doing, like some kind of shady shit on social media, and hiding it behind my back. And I was venting to my friend about it, trying to get like an objective guy point of view. And because I know who I am and I know what I am not doing, at that point in time, I like am not doing anything shady. I just want to be with my boyfriend. I don't even look at other men. But he was pointing out some really valid points to me where he's like, Kat, you're on OnlyFans, where your entire living is you talk to men all day. So you can't, like, yes, I understand it's still your job, but you have to have some sort of, like, common understanding with your boyfriend that even though he agreed to date a girl who is on OnlyFans and he knows this is your job, there's no way of him telling that this is always you doing your job and not you trying to get like another boyfriend or like you taking it too far. It's no longer like a job. You're blurring the lines now. And he pointed out a lot of things to me where at the time, I didn't want to hear it because I knew what my intent was. And I know that I wasn't doing anything I shouldn't have had been doing, that I wouldn't be comfortable showing him and telling him. And so I was like, no, fuck that. I know I'm not doing anything shady. He has no reason to feel this way. But when I really sat down and thought about, like, that's fucking fair.
Can I ask you some personal questions?
Yeah.
No, I don't follow you on OnlyFans, so I don't know. I never seen
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's just not my. I think that's. I don't want to say what I think it is. It's my own opinion.
Yeah.
Are you making content with other content creators?
No, just me. Sometimes with I have like girlfriends I'll like do photo shoots with sometimes,
Just
but that's like once or twice. Never with the man.
Never with the man.
Never with the man.
Okay, so that's what I need. So he agreed to be. He agreed like me. I'm trying to put it to. I like to put myself in other people's shoes. Mm-hmm. I dated a stripper, and it was I dated her for years, but our relationship was a little bit different because when I started dating her, I was friends with another girl, and we became a what you call a throuple?
Throuple, yeah.
Yeah, so we became a throuple.
How does that work? Does jealousy play a big role in that, or does everyone just kind of know what it is, so you're open?
I felt like it would have been. I think it would have been a better relationship if the other girl that wasn't a stripper was bisexual, because the stripper was down for like the bisexual aspect of the relationship, but the other girl wasn't. It just so happened they both were when I say friends, they was like only friends because there was no title. You understand?
Yeah.
It wasn't like friends like me and you. We were friends that they spent the night over. We hung out and they knew about each other. 'Cause I like to be honest.
Yeah.
And we all started hanging out at the same time, and this was my first relationship after that. Remember that one time I told you that I was a sugar daddy, and that girl was cheating on me and stuff like that. So I didn't want a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I told them, and I was friends with this stripper. I didn't know she liked me, so started liking me. And then her and we stayed together longer than the other girl. The other girl got jealous and thought that I liked the stripper more.
Oh, it got like a little territorial of like.
Well, she just thought
who's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She thought I liked the other girl more, and which.
And did you?
No.
Okay.
I thought I liked her better. I thought I liked her. One was Asian, one was Puerto Rican, and I leaned towards Asians more. She was Asian, she had a fat ass, and I liked that. It's good. I liked it, and me and her, we just had different relationships. The other one was more quiet. She smoked weed all the time, so she was quiet and she didn't talk. And I liked that. Sometimes when I came home, I didn't want to hear a whole lot of shit. And the other one, she was loud, and I liked them both. And like she really complimented the relationship because the stripper, she wasn't a foodie like me. So whenever we went out to eat, the other girl, she would always choose the restaurants. And when we went to travel and stuff like that, she would do everything. She knows the best hotels. She know the stuff to stay. It was cool. Yeah. I mean, the other was, so I might have liked her more, but to me in my mind, I felt like it was kind of equal. Yeah. But that's how she felt. But she phased out, and me and the stripper kept going, and she was like, "You know what? You can do whatever you want, but just don't make another girl your girlfriend." And because the thing is, she was a stripper, and her job was to grind on dudes. and talk to dudes and
Yeah.
be. And so I'm very secure. I'm not really a jealous person. With me, it's all about respect.
Yeah.
But this was my first time like having a serious relationship with a stripper, right? And if she would have told me that I couldn't like talk to other girls or hang out with other girls or go on dates and stuff with other girls, I would have broke up with her right away. Cause I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You a stripper. I don't know what you're doing. Like you grinding on dudes. You go to your club. You know you get these dudes' phone numbers. I don't know what you're doing. Like to a guy that I'm not talking. I don't want to talk bad or nothing. I just want to try to word this be respectful. A guy we are territorial with the woman that we like or we love, and we don't want other men gawking at her. And look, that's why women want to say like we insecure when we try to tell them how to dress. Don't dress provocative. It's not insecurity. It's not, because we are men. We know men. It's like advertisement to us. Like our girl out there advertising. Like that's why we don't like for our girls to go out on girls trips and girls, because we know what goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But women want to throw the insecure stuff around. So I told her that, I'm like, yeah, you're a stripper. So you have to give me some leeway. I'm not going to disrespect you because of your job. That's your hustle. That's what you're doing. You got to make money. So I'm not, what I'm saying. But you got to give me some leeway for me to feel okay. And because guys give us shit, and girls, y'all don't know that. Guys give us shit. If you go and you get engaged right now, and you tell all your girlfriends, they gonna scream, be happy, be jealous. I mean, happy and cheering and congratulate you. If I go and I get engaged and I tell my guy friends, they go, "Oh man, what the fuck you doing? Your life is over." Blah blah blah. And it's just two different things. So you don't know what your boyfriend's friends are saying because he's dating an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah.
And so, if we tell our friends like, "Oh, I love this girl. I'm in love with this girl," we're gonna get some.
No, trust me. I've been on the tail end. I already experienced that.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that's so interesting too, because the guy who was getting shit from his friends about it, I met him through his friends. So his friends all knew what I did, and they were like, "Oh, you guys are great together." And so, but it wasn't until after we started dating for real, then suddenly it's like, you guys thought we were good together, and now that we're actually dating, it's like they give him shit for it, and it became like a little point of contention where I'm like, this is why, unfortunately, I understand why girls who work in these type of fields end up dating sketchy guys like the drug dealers, the scammers, because those guys are already doing sketchy shit. They don't judge you for anything. And so you could be the sweetest girl, the same way like you could be a really good guy, just like
you just
in
living a
shitty
street life.
circumstances.
Yeah.
And people write you off because of what you're doing, and I understand why they would write you off, but I can't give shit to any of my girlfriends who end up dating like a drug dealer and being like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Because like I get it, he's not judging you for shit, his friends aren't judging you for shit. They actually treat you like normal people.
Yeah, so I would tell OnlyFans girls and strippers and stuff like that, you got a guy and that you like him in a relationship, give him a little leeway, because you don't know what his friends are telling him, and he's not going to tell you all the time.
Yeah,
he's not going to tell you. My friends was giving me shit for dating a stripper. Like, it's a saying like, he's the type of he look at him, he thinks
a stripper likes him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know how many guys out there falls in love with the OnlyFans girls and they think the girls really like it,
I sure do.
All right, so
sure do.
Yeah, so when you date a guy and stuff like that, give him leeway. That's why I told you a long time ago when we had this conversation, like, don't be a private eye. Don't be going through their phone. Give your man a little leeway.
Yeah. I also think with OnlyFans, different girls offer different services. So I think that also, because I'm in that industry, I know what girls are doing and what girls aren't doing, depending on the type of accounts they have. And a lot of girls, a lot of influencer girls who have OnlyFans, I wouldn't say is sex work per se. Like, I think if you do OnlyFans and you're selling pictures and videos of yourself, no matter what, it's sex work, no matter how you slice it. but a lot of influencer girls who do OnlyFans, it's more of a girlfriend experience rather than a sex worker experience. Yeah. There are girls on there who do porn, and to me, that's what feels like sex work, and not in a. I'm not saying that to be degrading or in a bad way, because I don't think there's anything wrong with sex work, but I wouldn't consider what I do to be sex work because I'm not having sex.
Right.
So, like, I still take on the stigma of being a sex worker because I'm on OnlyFans regardless. So I don't really care about that stigma aspect of it. But I will say, if you are starting to get to know an OnlyFans girl, you got to figure out what type of OnlyFans account she has, because different people do very different things on OnlyFans.
So I'm going to give you my stance. I've never really talked about that type of stuff, but I'm going to give you my stance on it. I feel like it is a service that's kind of needed, like the sex work industry, like porn and stuff like that. I think it is kind of needed as a religious standpoint and stuff like that. People can disagree with me, or whatever you want to say. Like, but it's like a lot of men out there that's not getting sex. Mm-hmm. A lot of men don't get sex. Only the top 20% of men out there getting sex. So some men. Women won't, they won't give them the time of day, so they have to go and pay for it, and
I will be here for you.
Yeah,
whatever you need.
Well, not. I'm talking about sex.
Oh no, not sex.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
OnlyFans if you want to chat.
Right. So let me break it down.
Yeah.
So men, they have to go and pay for it, and I honestly don't see nothing wrong with that. It's some countries where the government gives you money to go and see a hooker at least twice a year. Because
what countries is that?
I can't remember. I think it might be Amsterdam.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it's unhealthy for a man not to get off. You know that, right? You get prostate cancer. So a lot of men don't get sex, right? And then the reason why strip clubs are so popular is because men we like attention from women, but we got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Every guy that goes to the strip club is not really a perv. We love, seeing women naked and stuff like that because women's bodies are art. But, we go there for the attention and saying you're not an attractive man, but you got money. Saying you're not going to get a lot of attention from women. You're not going to get girlfriends and stuff a lot of times. So you go to the strip club, you get attention and stuff from women. And now OnlyFans, they can see they can see their favorite influencers and stuff and get to know them. So I think it is a service for that. And I don't really see nothing wrong with that. I just feel like it's a catch-22. That's all. I think that when women get to do that job and stuff like that, they are going to be looked at differently and stuff like that. But sex work has been around since the beginning of time.
It's one of the oldest professions.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. And OnlyFans has changed the world. And a lot of people say that a good 46% of women won't get married by 2030, 2035, and they think it's down to OnlyFans because a lot of guys are not going to want a wife for OnlyFans girl.
A lot of guys weren't wifing girls before either, though. To be fair.
Yeah, but the number is going to, and some people think that it's down to like OnlyFans. But like I said, if a girl's doing like just pictures and stuff, it's different. If a girl's doing porn and stuff like that, like, I don't see, like me. It is a touch. I don't see why would guys date a girl that's doing porn? You know what I'm saying?
Some guys get off on that.
Cucks.
Or sometimes the guy is the one who's doing the porn with her. There's a lot of couples OnlyFans channels.
Now, see, that's different. But then at the same time, that's different
if he's included.
If he's included. And
they're both making money. It's their channel. It's like you're not fucking anyone else besides your like boyfriend or your girlfriend. It does feel different.
Yeah. It's different. And there's more.
You're supporting a small business.
Yeah, there's more. Did you know that OnlyFans girls are, as a whole, they're making more money than NBA players as a whole?
Yes and no. The top creators are, but I will say that not everyone is making good money.
No. I understand. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. The payout, OnlyFans payout to the creators is more than the NBA payout to the players.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see it. I feel like more people are interested in sex than they are the NBA.
Well, it's just generating. It's just generating.
Yeah,
more money.
which is like, to me, insane because the NBA is a huge deal. But OnlyFans is paying out more. Yeah.
And me getting to know you over these last couple of months, you know, I don't judge my friends anyway. I don't care. Long as my friends are not doing anything evil.
Yeah.
Because
no diddy.
Yeah, no diddy. Like I love all my friends, but if my friends did evil stuff, then I wouldn't fuck with them.
Yeah.
And you know, different evil, like killing people. You know, what I'm saying essaying like kids. You know, all the evil stuff, like robbing the poor. You know, evil stuff.
Yeah.
I'm totally against that. But my friends, they can do whatever. But getting to know you and stuff like that, I think I've said it before. I think you're a great person and stuff like that, and I don't think it's right for people to judge people for their life, because people like Christians get mad at me for being a fighter. Like some Christians say like, oh, Jesus wouldn't want you fighting, when I don't think that Jesus care if I fought, because you know, he knows your heart. Yeah. And I don't want to get into like religious stuff, because I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. So I just want you to know that give your man leeway. That's all I want to say. Cause
I'll think about it.
Yeah, because strippers, give your man leeway. Yeah. OnlyFans girls, give your man leeway. Yeah. Cause
I think leeway is a good way of putting it. I think the amount of leeway and the types of leeway I give my man we may differ on, you know? But I'll give him some leeway. Probably not jealous? The leeway you're thinking, huh?
Are you a jealous girlfriend?
I'm not jealous, but I am territorial. And I think those are two very different things. Jealousy, I think, comes from an insecurity. Like, what does she have that I don't? Is she hotter than me? Is she doing something better than I'm doing? And territorial is just, that is mine.
I want to know something. About you. When you date your boyfriend and you go over his house and you spend the night over his house, do you leave some of your stuff there, like?
Over time, but generally speaking, no. I don't leave shit on purpose for like other people to find out. I'm not somebody who is going to stress about a man too much. I'm very kind of like, it is what it is. Let's see where the cards fall. If you're seeing other women while we're dating, that's your prerogative. Be safe. Make sure like you're not doing me dirty and you're keeping me safe as well. If we're in a committed relationship, different set of rules. But I'm not the type to crash out on a man and be like, oh, like I need every single girl you're talking to or hanging out with or sleeping with know that like I'm marking my territory. Like I'm not doing all that.
All right, and I got one more question for you. When you find that special guy, or if you get in a relationship like that, would you kick our friendship to the side?
No, every single relationship I've ever had, they always kind of knew that I work in a very like male dominated field. So I have a lot of male friends, and that's just something they have to be okay with. So I only date men who are really secure in themselves and who they are. It's usually men like, I'm not tripping about it. I know what I got.
Because I feel like if you get like a serious boyfriend, I feel like he's gonna have a problem with me. Because a lot of my female friends.
Can I be so for real with you right now? I think if I get a serious boyfriend, he's gonna be hyped.
You think so?
Yeah. No, because I'm really into MMA. And so I usually date guys who are also really into MMA. So when I date now, if they go through my Instagram, they ask me what I do. I'm like, oh, well, I do OnlyFans, and then I am also working with my friend Rampage. They're like, wait, what? Like you're working with who? I remember I was dating this guy recently, and I told him, this is before we started doing the show. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna work with Rampage. I just met him. Great guy. He's like, wait. You mean the fighter Rampage? Like, some people just don't know that my background is in, like, comedy and, like, in MMA podcasting. And so they're kind of surprised because, like, I want a guy who I have a lot of things in common with. So if I like fighting, I would hope you like fighting too, so we could watch together. And it's not this like annoying thing where like you want to go watch something else and I want to watch this. Yeah. And so no, he was like hyped about it. He's just like, you're just friends with. I think whoever I end up dating seriously will be super excited.
Oh, that's cool because
they'll probably be like, oh, can I come?
All right, yeah. He's always welcome. Yeah. I always feel like some of my female friends, boyfriends don't, they kind of like, intimidate or don't like worry about my intentions and stuff like that. And I lost like a real good friend years ago because of that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I understand. I bow gracefully because, like I said, I don't want my. If I'm serious about a girl, I don't want her to. I won't want my girl to be cool with like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Like
No,
what the
I get
fuck?
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah,
feel me?
I'm the same way. So when my guy friends, we talked about this before, when my guy friends start to distance themselves from me, I'm like, hey, it's been real.
Yeah,
Best of luck to you.
yeah,
Wish you and the missus the best.
yeah.
Like, no hard feelings.
And another thing I know you busy, we don't got much time, but I wanted to talk to you about. You said like before you said when your boyfriend's friends hit on you, you felt like.
I know they're not.
No.
If a man's friends are hitting on me, I know I'm free game because he's also
That's not
like
always.
fucking around.
That's not always the case because. Hold on. I was finna prove you right.
Every
Goddamn,
single time this has happened to me personally, I've talked to my girlfriends about this because we saw a TikTok video where this girl had made that point, and she's like, every single time I've dated a guy and this guy is serious about me, his friends are always very like just normal, friendly, but they never try to hit on me. Every single time they're dating a guy and their friends are hitting on them, they find out later that guy was like dating a bunch of other girls. So I wasn't that serious. His friends would know and respect that boundary. But at the same time, sometimes the friends want you and they want him to fuck up, so they're like egging him on to cheat and do silly shit so the friend can have you.
I feel like it's the friends because even in college.
Yeah.
I was wrestling in college, and one of my teammates, fucked my girlfriend, or hooked up with my girlfriend.
And not her, him.
Well, no. He told me, so me and him was cool.
Oh, okay.
He told me, and me and him was cool. And like he hit on my girl. I wasn't a fucking around on her, and she hooked up with him. You know what I'm saying? And she got mad at me because I didn't stop being friends with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't stop it because he told me.
Yeah.
She tried to play me for a fool, and I was like, oh fuck that. And but he was like, I fucked your girlfriend. I'm like, God damn.
He said just like that?
Just like that.
Oh my God.
You can't. I was like, damn, when did this happen?
Yeah.
And he told me everything, and I was like, all right, bro, thank you for telling me, because where I'm from, Memphis, it's a different culture, and in my culture, if I would have got mad and tried to like go and break them up, I would have been the cock block.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true Memphis culture. Like your girl chose me.
Yeah.
Because it's Memphis has a pimp culture.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And so, you know what I'm saying, your girl chose me. Like what the fuck you don't want me to do? She chose me.
Yeah.
And I always would tell my friends, bro, if you smash my girl and stuff, just tell me. So I don't look like Boo Boo the Fool. And as long as you tell me, we always be cool. And if you don't tell me and I find out, I'm gonna stop fucking with you, not because you fucked my girl, because you made me look like Boo Boo the Fool. And that's just,
and that's not cool.
No, that's not cool. And that's how I am. That's me in a nutshell. My culture. I don't feel like no woman's promised to you.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said before, I keep saying it, women cheat more than men. And so just because your man's friend or somebody hit on you, that it's not 100% guaranteed that he's not that serious to you. He might have some shit friends, because I got a cousin, I got some friends, they be hitting on all my chicks.
Yeah.
But then I had to think about it, like, I do be cheating on my girlfriends though, so.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you.
But sometimes I don't though. I don't cheat on all my girlfriends.
Yeah.
But some of them.
Some of them.
Yeah. Sometimes, because sometimes I go through a drought.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you want a hot dog. At a baseball game.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes I want filet mignon every day, and then sometimes I want hot dog. But no, guys, we only go with our, what's the word, with our options.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes, you know, we only as good as our options. So sometimes you don't cheat on the girlfriend because you can't. Because there's no options for you. You understand? I'm teaching you real game. It's guy shit.
I agree. It's embarrassing as the girl when you find out you're like going through your boyfriend's phone and you find out he's trying to cheat on you, but all these girls are like, no. Like, it's so embarrassing because one, you try to cheat on me, and two, the girls you're trying to cheat on me with are saying, now I have to reevaluate what I'm openly dating. But yeah.
I don't know if this is in the Vietnamese community, but it's something about black guys that we talked about. some girls like especially black girls, they find it boring if you they find you boring if you're a good guy and you're like a perfect guy. You're not chatting to other girls. They because girls snoop through your shit.
Yeah.
They see nothing in your phone and you're not giving them fucking drama and stuff like that. They find you boring. Girls, we go through that. A girl will find you boring. Like, oh, that motherfucker.
I don't like that. I have enough stress in my life. I don't need my boyfriend stressing me out too. I'm good.
Yeah.
If you're gonna cheat on me, please leave me alone.
Yeah.
Please. Okay.
Well, I just don't want you to condemn. I don't want you to condemn a good guy because one of his dirtbag friends hit on you one time.
Yeah.
Like his friends, they might prejudge you. His friends find out like, oh, she do OnlyFans, and his friends might Google your OnlyFans and look at your OnlyFans. Then start fantasizing about you. Next thing you know, he want to smash.
Yeah.
That don't mean your boyfriend is cheating on you. You might have some dirtbag friends. Remember I said that.
Birds of a feather, sir. Birds of a feather.
Birds of no, not always. But the woman, she and when you read me, she got married. I think she is a little bit of an asshole just for having her best friend get kicked out of her house at 2:00 in the morning. I don't give a fuck. You could be best friends with a dude since you're 18. That motherfucker better not be in my motherfucking house at 2:00 in the motherfucking morning.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole either for being upset about her friend dying, but I think there's something a little weird about her friendship.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. I think she's being a little inconsiderate of her husband for 24 years.
And she calling him a narcissist. I hate where'd it come from? What he do?
People throw that term around so loosely now. No. Not every one of your ex-boyfriends are narcissists. Not every one of your ex-girlfriends are narcissists. Stop using that term unless you have been diagnosed. Jesus Christ.
Right. The dude had boundaries. Yeah, he's not sad that your best friend died suddenly. He already didn't like that motherfucker. He
could have been more considerate, to be fair.
He could be. Yeah, he could be more considerate. But he was probably like,
I get
good
where
riddance.
he's coming from.
Yeah, he was probably like, good riddance. Yeah, she could be sad. He's wrong for not understanding her. But if he said sorry, he ain't sorry. But accept that he just said sorry. It was a fake apology, but still move on. Like,
some things you gotta just take on the chin, and just be like, you know what, it is what it is.
Yeah. You can mourn your friend for a little while, but remember, you're married. When you get married to someone, that person becomes your family. That's that's the next important person to you besides yourself. You number one, then your spouse.
Yep, dropping facts. I agree.
I was married before. I'm telling you, I know these things.
I don't know how to close this out.
Bye.
Bye.